Now that I have the front armor mostly put together, added a little bit of curl into there to go over my shoulders. I have to build something for the back. Now I'm going to do it out of the same foam, of course. I took a piece of cardboard, or a cereal box cardstock, and put it on my back and just kind of cut out a little bit more and cut it around my neck and drew a line to see where it would line up right there. And from looking at it, it looks pretty good. Obviously, it's going to curl over my shoulder. And the only thing I can do here, because I'm doing this by myself, is see how good my template actually is. So I guess what I'm going to have to do here is actually put some curl into it to see if it will fit. And now, in order to get this over my head, my plan is to have it open here just enough so that I can get my head through, and then maybe have some sort of a Velcro or something that will stitch that back up. I don't know, maybe a lot of you other costume makers, well, if a lot of costume makers are watching this, then I'm honored, but if you do not know how to make costumes, please don't take my advice yet. This is my first try doing this. So yeah, I'm going to try gluing these together and let's see if it works. Well, I did some more trial and error and got this piece. Just used the heat gun, gave it a bit of curl there so that it fits around my shoulders. I had put it up to myself, just put these on just to roughly see if they would fit. They seem to. As far as the back goes, I'm going to need to either give it some more curve or even cut it all the way down and create a smaller seam, maybe do some lines like that to get it to come in on my back. So this is not the permanent join. That's not as I'm going to leave it, because obviously when it bends forward there's a big gap there. But this is just for the fitting. Okay, there it is. Now obviously I'm not going to be able to get my head through that, so I will be doing a cut down the back. Okay, so first time having this on without having to hold it up myself. It fits all right. From what I can see here, the back comes out a bit, but I'll be having some straps that keep it in. That worked out all right. It's actually pretty comfortable. I might have some straps around the side, but I'm also thinking I might have some other material on the side as well, but we'll see. It might just be some tubes or something, because my deadline is coming up pretty quickly now. Through a lot of trial and error, and only working by myself, obviously, I have created the upper back to the armor here. And yes, I have glued it on all together. I know it's going to be difficult to put details on afterward there, but I don't really have a choice because I am modeling this on myself here. What I've done here is I actually cut it all the way down and cut a section about like that off so that it angles it together, put a little more curve into it, glued it together, and this flap opens so that I can get my head through. I can't have just a bare shoulder here. I want to have a sort of a shoulder pad or shoulder armor there. So what I've done is I've done a cutout of a shoulder pad that will look a little bit menacing. You got some spikes there, and as I showed it to my wife, she said, "Wait, hold it up for a second. Isn't that the Starfleet logo?" So that's what the shoulder pad's going to look like. This is going to go towards the front. This is the back. And it's going to bend over this way and probably attach to the armor there and there. And there we've got the beginnings of a shoulder pad. It's kind of obfuscated a bit so that it doesn't exactly look like the Starfleet logo. But maybe some people will be able to see it.